Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your April 2023 monthly reading. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, moving right on into April, 4th month already. This year is just flying by. I cannot believe it. Can you guys believe it? Do any of you guys hit that like button? Do any of you guys still do stuff for April 1st or April Fool's Day? Hit the like button below if you do. I'm just kind of wondering. We still do. And, well, sometimes, I guess. It really just depends. But, yeah, one of my children have a very special friend whose birthday is on April 1st, April Fool's Day. So there is some extra fun stuff that we do for that as well. But, all right, anyway. Let's go ahead and see. Now, you probably see these over here. Do be sure we have the dice out for this. So do be sure to stay to the very end. And we'll see. So we're just going to go ahead and get kind of an overall for the month. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's get a few tarot cards to go with each of those. Okay. Oh, too many. Couple more. Wow. Okay. Jumping cards all the way across, around, everywhere. Ooh, I have to reach over and get them. Hopefully I don't knock the camera over here. All right. So this one got 3. So you have the Hermit, Judgment, and the 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and see, Aquarius, what is coming through for you for April. We're going to move all those over there. All right, let's see. Our first card out here is Hope. So your loved ones in the spirit world know. Oh, that's so interesting because we have these out as well. We're going to get one of these at the end before we do the dice. So that's interesting that is coming through, that there is a message. So Hope, your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So for some of you, this is actually coming through for this full reading for April, that there may be contact, right? And we're going to get that message here at the end. But also that if you are struggling or if you're caught up in a difficult situation, that there is hope around you, okay? And then if you look, there's like this candle within. Isn't that interesting? Kind of lighting things from the inside out, okay? So Aquarius, April may be a little bit of a difficult month. We're going to get some more information here, but it does seem that there may be some, difficult situations coming through in April. And this is not to scare you, this message coming through. We're going to see what the rest is, but not to scare you. Isn't that interesting? I put that 10 of Pentacles upside down. Interesting. It's not to scare you. It's just to give you information ahead of time, some foresight, so maybe you can make some different decisions. So maybe you can, decide or choose differently for certain things, or look at things from a different perspective. This doesn't mean that April has to be all doom and gloom, just because that first card is kind of talking about potential for struggles with someone or a difficult situation, right? There is that hope, but this is just to give you insight, okay? I always, hope that is an understanding, even an unsaid understanding, that the potential is there. That doesn't mean that is how everything's going to turn out, or that you can't do something different or something different can't happen, okay? This is just to give you insight into that potential. Again, I just want to make sure that's very, very clear, okay? Now, with that, you also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords coming through with that Hope card. So with that Seven of Pentacles energy, that Seven of Pentacles energy is really coming through with this energy of being kind of patient, the investment that you're making. So if you're investing in feeling hopeless, or investing in the difficulties, or investing in the struggles, or giving more attention, more time to that here in April, that's probably what you're going to notice more. So be sure to be patient with whatever's going on, whatever's coming through, right? And make sure that you're not investing more attention, more focus into what you don't want, but are focused more towards what you do want in April here, Aquarius, okay? Now, with that Six of Swords energy, you have this energy. For some of you, this is really letting go, moving on, not focusing, not holding on to, not keeping that struggle or that difficulty, like, attached to you, but kind of detaching and focusing on what it is you do want. There is hope. There are, your loved ones in the spirit realm, and spirit and God and universe and guides, whatever it is that resonates for you here, Aquarius, or whatever it is that you call upon or request assistance and guidance from, are with you during this, offering up that hope and potentially bringing about synchronicities or signs or even messages in one way or another to offer guidance and support for you within this, okay? Within whatever this difficult situation may be, or the struggles, or this specific person that might be, you might be having kind of a rift with, okay? So there is a hope coming through, and actually Spirit is indicating that right now is when this message needs to come through for you. Now, Spirit is saying there's three, that only the one, so we're going to figure out, Spirit is saying it's this one. Okay, this is the message that needs to come through from this card, okay? Now, we don't know what the other cards are here yet, or we can see them, but we haven't gone through them. So it says, Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and changes upon you. Of course, yes, Aquarius. This is cause for celebration, right? Don't stay focused on that struggle. Don't stay focused on those difficult situations or the difficult people. Celebrate what is working and moving and flowing, right? No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear. Listen to that one more time. I'm going to read that, Aquarius. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to. Yes, like holding on to or keep focusing on, right? Don't do that. And let Spirit take the wheel. OMG. Let Spirit take the wheel. Oh my gosh. And help steer you to your biggest good, to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally, right? What are you going to choose? What we talked about that. We had this whole thing at the beginning, right? And Spirit was bringing that through because that was also the message that needed to come through, or it was going to come through here. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said. Take one step toward the gods and they will take 10 toward you. OMG. You can't make it up. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Love you always, Aquarius. Oh my gosh. Let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. Wow, that is gorgeous. So, I mean, Aquarius, that is just a whole message right there for April in itself. Yeah. So let's see what the next card you have here is. You have the number 26. So the number 26 may be a beneficial number for you, maybe showing up. It may be the 26th of the month of April. Maybe the year 26 that you know somebody or something specific is going to happen, or maybe this hope comes through or a message comes through on the 26th, maybe 62, maybe you're 62 years old, right? Maybe the number 62. There's so many different things, but this is coming through with I am tactful, which goes right with all of that. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. Okay, of course, this is also coming through with the innovative solutions to meet your own needs. All right, so that is pretty big coming through here, right? Innovative, creative solutions instead of staying focused on what isn't working, right? Allow spirit to take the wheel and you just think about the solutions, innovation, what it is. Be aware of what's going on. Be aware of where your thoughts go. Be aware of what you're thinking. Be aware of kind of if you're sabotaging your behaviors, your actions, that sort of thing in April. Also be aware for when that number 26 shows up, or if you're seeing like specific numbers, doesn't even have to be 26, what your thoughts are and kind of what messages may be coming through. What are you doing? Where are you at? Well, who's around you? I mean, what is the radio saying, or what is a conversation, or that sort of thing. To get messages. That's how a lot of times they come through. Also pay attention to your dreams, okay? And with that, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, very contradictory here. The Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Isn't that interesting? So the Ace of Pentacles energy coming through Aquarius with a lot of opportunities. Also coming through with this energy of investment, which is also what kind of came through with that Six of Swords energy. Where are you, excuse me, not the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles energy, where are you investing your attention, right? There's new opportunities all around, but you have to be open and aware to look for them in April here, Aquarius, to kind of get yourself into the space where, it's not just focused on kind of the low points or getting caught up in difficulties or in struggles, but investing your energy in focusing on the opportunities, in focusing on the support and the resources, right, that are all around you. Okay, now that Five of Swords energy, it's interesting that you have Pentacles energy, Swords energy, Pentacles energy, Swords energy. Do you see that's playing out? So there's this energy of grounding with that Pentacles energy, with that Earth energy, right? The resources that are around you, the kind of support that you have with the Pentacles energy, and then that Swords energy is coming through, which of course Aquarius energy is sword energy or air energy, but is coming through with kind of this energy of being super, like maybe in your head, or maybe, the communication maybe could be a little bit better, kind of, right? So you've had that Pentacles, that grounding energy, that energy of resources, and that energy of almost being two in your head. And that is what Spirit is really bringing to your attention, or wanting you to pay attention to throughout the month of April, right? Where are you placing your focus? Because that Five of Swords energy is really, if you're going all head in or knee deep into this feeling of, or these ideas of negativity or feeling defeated, that's what you're going to continue to find. So be tactful and look for those in kind of intuitive kind of solutions, or those creative solutions, or those the energy of really being aware and innovative, instead of looking at things as being that Five of Swords energy, being, in negativity, or being defeated, or being dejected or rejected, because that's not really what is meant to come through for you here in April, Aquarius. But if that's where you place your attention, that's where it's going to go. Okay, now your last card up here that you have is loss. See? Yeah, basically, that energy that's coming through is coming through with this loss. You started out with hope, and you can stay within that hope if you really heed that first message and that message that comes through. Like if you're heeding these cards, if only these three cards came out, Aquarius, your April would be spot on. Okay, so just take that and remember that. Okay, loss. Sometimes you learn true offerings through loss. Yes, indeed. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Okay, so there's going to be, well, what I'm getting from this, Aquarius, some of you may be feeling lost, but loss does bring, it's almost like it opens your eyes, right? Through loss, it's almost as if you can see more clearly when that comes through. And maybe not in the moment, but as you're moving through that, you can, right? But it also brings passionate invitation. So for some of you, you may be receiving because the passionate invitation for love is coming through with that passionate invitation for love. Some of you may be receiving a passionate invitation of love or extending that out to somebody else in the month of April as well. So be aware for that. But that loss doesn't always have to be a loss. It just depends on how you look at it. Okay, it could be something that was set up, and most of the times, or a lot of times it is, that was set on your path, Aquarius, to open your eyes and to get you to see things potentially in a different perspective, but also potentially from a different, as a gain instead of a loss, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Now then you also have the Hermit, Judgment, and the Ten of Pentacles. So see, Aquarius, there is that silver lining, but sometimes you just need to stop holding so tightly and gripping so tightly. That Hermit energy is coming through with that energy of really, some of you have been kind of searching. Some of you need to begin to search a little bit, maybe go a little bit inward, searching deep within yourself for that inner wisdom, okay? For that inner wisdom. Is it truly benefiting you, Aquarius? This feels like Spirit's getting on you a little bit here in April. I get it. I get it. But is it truly benefiting you to focus on going back to that very first card and this message that came through? Is it benefiting you to focus on the low points, to get caught up in difficult situations or struggles that you're having with specific people in your life? Is that benefiting you? Focus on that inner wisdom. You know it's not. Okay, you know it's not. So the Hermit is coming in to remind you that you have that power within yourself to go in, look at that wisdom, really be logical with yourself, and or for some, maybe illogical. Maybe you think too much on the logical point, and it's time to be a little bit illogical for some. Okay, you're going to know if that resonates for you or not. But it's time to use that wisdom to your benefit instead of staying in that same kind of area or pain potentially, or struggle, or difficulty that many of you may have been kind of pulling into and moving into April. Spirit's like, it's time to let that go, right? Let the baggage go, let the crap go, let it go. Let things kind of fall as they will. Let Spirit take the wheel, okay? Let Spirit take the wheel. You don't have to even, let things go, okay? With that Judgment card coming through here, that Judgment card is coming in with this energy of really having kind of this rebirth energy and moving into that Ten of Pentacles, okay? Almost a second chance kind of energy with the Judgment card coming through here. It's really interesting that there is like, it's things are going to be turning in your favor, Aquarius, in April. If you feel like things have not been working out for you and these difficulties stuff, there's those messages, those synchronicities, those signs are going to be coming through. You're going to be seeing or noticing things in your dream that are going to, even if you wake up and it's like you don't remember anything, there's going to be specific either words or specific people, specific things that you are going to remember, okay? That you are going to remember that is going to kind of give you that second chance kind of energy, and or this rebirth kind of energy where it's like you're understanding things or seeing things for the first time here in April, okay? And that's really moving you into that energy of that Ten of Pentacles, which is that energy of having that fulfillment, having, that support around you, understanding and having that hope, okay? Really, really being in this energy with that Ten of Pentacles of feeling, secure in one way or another, in knowing that there is that energy that surrounds you, that loves you, that adores you, okay? April is gonna be a big month. It's going to be a pivot point for you, Aquarius. This is energy that is going to be life-changing, okay? But you have to remember to let Spirit take the wheel. And if you need to go back and listen to where I read this off a few times or come back in the future, make sure you kind of dog ear this or bookmark this so that you can come and listen to this over time, because this is a very powerful message coming through, okay? And Spirit, right? Spirit Let Spirit take the wheel. That is a pretty profound message, all right? Let's see. Interesting. You've got 11. So 11 might be a date. You've got 21. And you've got 27, which is interesting because the 21 and 27 go right around that 26. So all of those could be dates that are very nice, that are something big for you, okay? Or something that means something to you as well. Also numbers that could be showing up with signs and synchronicities for you. The only letter or initial potentially you got is a D. So you might have D, somebody that you are having a difficult time with, an ancestor who has passed. Somebody may have the initial, first initial, middle initial, last initial D. D might come up for something else. There are many different things, many different ways that these can all show up, Aquarius, and they'll be specific to you. Now, listen, you have 4 words here, and it's interesting because I do believe also if you've watched these for very long, I'm not going to get more because this really is telling right here, but if you've been watching these monthly readings for very long, you know that there's a potential that this is one of the first times we didn't get that star out here, and that is because Spirit is reminding you for April more so that you have assistance, that you don't have to do it on your own, okay? Sometimes when that star energy comes through, that is your energy, of course, that's beautiful light energy, which the star can also, the star card in the tarot also means hope. Isn't that interesting that your first card out here, hope, is basically your star card? And so Spirit is indicating that it didn't need to come through here in the dice because it's already here, that you are the star, that you are hope, Aquarius. But Spirit is also indicating that it didn't come through here because it's a reminder for you in this reading during and for the month of April that you don't have to do things alone. And you also don't have to sit in all of this, that you get to reframe, that you get to change your focus, that you get to have beautiful things come in. And so also to remember that you potentially have or will be handing out or that passionate invitation for love. Okay, so that is coming in for you in April as well, and Spirit wants you to remember that. Keep your focus towards that, towards however that comes through, because sometimes passionate invitations of love can be romantic. Other times it's when we may be a little bit low, Aquarius, and we aren't feeling hopeful, that somebody comes in to offer us a cup of coffee or a smile or a hug that can feel as if they are being extended as passionate invitations of love. Okay, because love comes through in many different ways, Aquarius. So do you know, and this could be you extending this as well, but this is going to be a big thing for you. Something within that invitation, Aquarius, is potentially going to change things for you, but also within this month, because there's a lot of clarity coming through. There's that energy of seeing things differently or opening of the eyes that is coming through within this month for you, Aquarius, and it is necessary for your next level. Okay, now let's get to the dice. The 3 dice that, or excuse me, the 4 dice that you have is, the first word is A. Okay, the second is long, and the third word is quiet. Okay, so a long quiet month maybe is what Spirit is projecting and or wishing for you, Aquarius, right? A long quiet kiss, a long quiet walk, a long quiet evening, right? This could come through in many ways, but this is coming through in kind. Okay, so this is also coming through as Spirit asking you and or reminding and or your ancestors or your loved ones in the spirit world asking you or reminding you to be kind to yourself. Okay, it may be that it is time for you to have a long, quiet, kind moment or evening or getaway with yourself. Okay, it may be that what is needed is a long, quiet, kind, kind of with that hermit energy, kind of introspection time or period, right? Or a long, quiet, kind reprieve of sorts, right? Or maybe even going to a long, quiet retreat of sorts, right? Where you kind of get to have time with yourself. But there is going to be this energy. This also could be a long, quiet kiss. There's so many, and Aquarius, you know how this will come through for you. But there is this energy of long, quiet, and kindness coming through in the month of April. So do be kind, do be graceful with yourself, with your others, and keep an attitude of others being kind and graceful towards you, Aquarius, and that can assist with this hope as well. This, God, what a beautiful reading. Good gosh. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.